Dear friends, good evening. Customers who use their credit cards at the cryptocurrency exchange Gemini can receive a 4% rebate. In light of today's precipitous drop in the value of cryptocurrencies, this is very exciting news. Another noteworthy development that we will cover is how whales are withdrawing XRP, which is causing exchanges to empty. Also, Binance will be mentioned, as the market continues to suffer due to user complaints that Binance is selling off cryptocurrency and coins. Both the user's claims and the exchange itself contain an error which I would like to highlight here. With regard to the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin has fallen after trying to recover to $88,000. Bitcoin is currently selling for about $83,500. It should be noted that all coins are experiencing a steeper decline than Bitcoin. Despite Bitcoin's 3 to 4% decline, altcoins have seen drops of 8% or more. Regarding XRP, I will wait to make any decisions about buying or selling. Just like I said before, uncertainty is suggested by the sideways range that has lasted for more than 3 months since November. It is still not apparent if a big player is selling their assets for a good price or buying more. There is evidence that people are not making as many purchases. By transferring XRP to cold wallets, a larger number of people are holding XRP as well. Having said that, know that the price growth of any cryptocurrency is a major motivator for holders to purchase and accumulate. There was an incentive to buy XRP and make new wallets when its price was going up. For the time being, XRP is still relatively valuable at $2.18 and is moving in a sideways fashion, as opposed to the 50 cents it was sold for before. As a result, XRP appears to be producing solid returns even though other altcoins are either still floundering or trading close to their all-time lows. Even I am beginning to wonder if a major player is slowly selling off their holdings because of this, considering they have been adding to their portfolio since 2022. You can see the reasoning behind this. But as I've already said, if you're planning to hold on to XRP for the foreseeable future, it's totally reasonable to buy during recessions. Whether you can handle holding for the long haul is the true test. While some think 2 years is the longest time frame, others think 1 year is sufficient. My recommendation is to start investing with a time horizon of 3 to 5 years. Following a brief commercial break, we will explain the reasoning behind this, so be sure to stay tuned. When planning an investment strategy for the long term, a horizon of 3 to 5 years makes perfect sense. It took XRP about 6 or 7 years from 2018 to get back to where it had been. That is why it is an investment for the long haul. But when compared to Bitcoin, XRP's performance in 2018 is clearly visible as a considerable depreciation. Just so you know, XRP has gone from 20,000 satoshis, its all-time high, to just 3,200 satoshis right now. This indicates a decrease of 85.0%. Making bets on altcoins without actually owning any Bitcoin is thus a very risky proposition. The value of almost all altcoins has fallen significantly compared to Bitcoin. A shooting star-shaped candlestick pattern is taking shape if we look at the XRP's USD pair on a monthly time frame, which is going to end in March, with a closing price below $2.18. According to the monthly indicators, this is not a good sign. Potentially setting off additional drops is a breakdown of the trend line between $1.97 and $1.98. Is XRP about to go into a full-blown bear market? That is not always the case. The market for cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, may yet see a turnaround. The present market panic is the main cause of this, as we were beginning to shift towards a neutral attitude. Once again, we were struck by a precipitous fall. There will likely be a correction, but Bitcoin is not in a critical situation just yet. It is reasonable to conduct a test at the $77,000 level, but we might start talking about a possible bear market if Bitcoin falls below $72,000. The good performance of the altcoins I own, XRP and XLM, makes this scenario seem implausible to me. At the same time, not all of the altcoins in my portfolio have achieved the same degree of success as XRP, XLM, and HBR. Some have only reached 100 to 200% growth. Based on indicators, analysts are predicting further declines, and Bitcoin could still experience another drop, possibly reaching $70,000 before making a comeback. Reversal of fortunes could occur if Bitcoin makes a speedy recovery and re-establishes itself above the 50-day moving average. In any case, if the market remains flat for an extended length of time, maybe a year or more, it may be a sign of a larger bearish cycle. I was just saying that one of the great features of the Gemini credit card is the ability to earn XRP for percent of your purchase price. Large participants may be hoarding XRP from exchanges, but their investment horizon may be 3 years or longer. Consider the following: will you be patient for that amount of time? If that isn't the case, it may be more prudent to sit tight for market corrections rather than chase the whales. Traders and investors alike are accusing Binance of trying to influence the market. Although Binance plays a significant role, it is not the only factor that causes market fluctuations. Widespread declines are being felt by many altcoins. Having said that, there is one major issue with Binance. An alarming rate of low-quality tokens is being listed on it. Among the new tokens listed on Binance, I noticed Broccoli 714 and Bananas 31, simple instances of coins with low value. Although Binance makes a profit by listing them, their prices usually fall 95–99% from their high point before they are delisted. Even without leverage, this loop can cause traders to lose money in the spot market. So my recommendation stands: invest in solid projects instead of tokens driven by hype. As a side note, XRP Ledger is being piloted by Indian banks to facilitate faster and more secure interbank transactions. The fact that India is a part of the BRICS group, and that Ripple CEO Garlinghouse has said that doors will open, suggests that XRP may play a key role in enabling multi-trillion-dollar international payments. Ethereum, according to analysts, will also fall, with a possible decline to around $1,600. With Ethereum's current price hovering around $1,873, more declines may be on the horizon. There is a longer market cycle that this current correction is a component of. A possible turnaround might occur if Bitcoin breaks through the $77,000 mark and maintains it. Nonetheless, a more bearish outlook may emerge, potentially resulting in a protracted downtrend if it dips below the 50-day moving average. That being said, what happened in 2021, when Bitcoin began falling in April but then recovered in the fall, is similar to what is happening now. Bitcoin has been correcting since reaching its peak in December and January. The market is currently experiencing a period of high uncertainty, but whether or not weather history repeats itself is an open question. These are the most important things to remember about the present market condition. Thank you for stopping by today. As promised, here is Crypto Facts. Appreciate you stopping by. Stay tuned for our next episode and subscribe to our Telegram